Have you ever dreamed of writing a book? Maybe you've always thought of writing a children's story or a best-selling fiction, or how about a travel memoir? Well, actually, this is a fantastic time to publish a book because there's so many options out there right now. But the biggest and hardest step for most of us is getting started.
The first thing you have to do is say, who wants to read my book? You know, who's going to read my book? Why should they read my book? What's make my message really important? And then once you've identified that, it's actually then very easy to write a book.
Julie Salisbury wrote her own book 3 years ago, and in the process learned everything that she could about how to become a successful author. And she turned that experience into a business, which is appropriately titled InspireABook.
InspireABook is the simplest book building system in the world. And basically it's a way of making it easy to write a book, because everybody has like journal notes and diary notes and photographs and essays and bits of writing all over the place. So how do we actually take all those bits of writing and actually turn them into a book? So this is a system where you use templates, and it's a step-by-step system where you can actually build your book.
Julie's motto is, be the author of your own dreams. And that is exactly what Esther Hart is doing, thanks to a little guidance and inspiration.
You are the expert of your own life. You've got a story to tell that's going to inspire other people, whether it's 1 or 1,000. And what if just one other person read your book and had a ripple effect that was beyond your imagination? It's worth writing.
InspireABook has helped several Victoria writers get published, and they confess that without deadlines and guidance, their ideas may have never made it to paper.
I knew I wanted to do a book. I knew I needed to do this, but I needed to, once again, step by step. Most of us need direction.
Julie's she's the nicest slave driver, you know. She says, Dawn, by next week you have to have finished chapter 1. Woo, there was a deadline, and I work really well. I think like a lot of people, I work really well with deadlines.
Getting your book written is only half the battle. The next step is getting it published, and that's where most writers hit a roadblock.
They think they can just write a story and then just give it to a publisher, and the publisher's just going to magically make it into a bestseller, and it doesn't happen like that. It's the author's responsibility to present themselves as professionally as they can, and if you just take the time to educate yourself, then it's quite easy.
Easy for some, hard for others. Daniel Scott almost gave up.
After wasting about 2 years of my life fighting just back and forth between me and the computer, I finally was ready to give up, and actually that's when I met Julie. And she's like, oh, you know, I got this little system, you know, why don't you take one of these? Yeah, it took me I wasted 2 years of my life. In the last 8 months, I wrote a book.
So if you're still scared about how much work it will be to write a whole book in your free time, InspireABook alumni assure you that it can be fun and painless.
I loved the process of writing my book. I came to it every day so inspired, and I wrote most of my book at a coffee shop. And then I would look at my watch, hours had gone by, and think, oh, I gotta go, I've got to teach in an hour.
I actually had fun. I really did have fun writing a book.
So it is time to turn your passion into a profitable published book. Don't delay, because you never know who you might inspire. Reporting from Monroe's Books in Victoria, I'm Karen Elgersma, your lifestyle specialist. Got some great books to read here.